Hey everyone, and welcome back to Joy at Work, or should I say Joy at Work from home. I've really struggled with actually what to share, what to talk about, given our new circumstances. Many people in the world and in the United States especially found themselves in a really different and new situation. Social distancing, or at least physical distancing. Hopefully, we're still staying in touch with each other and staying psychologically close. But just social distancing with kids at home and not being able to do the things you love to do. For me, my world's completely just shut down, and all the things, or most of the things I love to do, I love to participate in, have just really I've not been able to do that. So these are interesting times, and I've struggled as an individual to kind of gather my thoughts together. But two things that I think are extremely important for me, at least during this time, kind of go back to why I started this channel in the first place and why I chose to call it joy at work and not happiness at work or something like that. Because I had felt, and I still do feel that, happiness is an emotion that's largely driven by external events and things like that. And so, right now, it might be challenging for people to be happy. I mean, are you happy being stuck indoors all day? Are you happy um, only being able to go out at particular times or for particular things? Or if you're in the state of California or some other places where there's a complete lockdown, it's not that easy to be happy right now. It's not a surprise to have a heavy heart, to be burdened, to be worried about what's going on. I think those responses are completely normal. But I still think it's possible, even if it might be difficult, to have joy even right now, because joy is is internally determined. It's a result of how we truly feel on the inside. And joy doesn't mean that, well, let me put it this way. Joy is not the absence of difficulties or challenge. It's having that peace and contentment even when we're faced with challenges and difficulty like many of us are facing right now. There's no doubt there can be worse things that could happen to any one of us at this time. And even in this crisis, there are people who are going through quite a bit. So it's just true that we have to look inside ourselves and see how we can remain balanced and remain content as we go through this period. Many people are working from home, and this is a new normal for them. How do I juggle and cope being at home with my kids and all the things going on? Well, take your time to work through that and figure out how you're going to succeed at doing that, whatever that looks like, and accept that some days might be good and some days might not be so good, and that's okay, right? This is a new situation, and we just have to go at it one day at a time. I want to close with just referring or referencing one of my favorite authors, Viktor Frankl. I've mentioned him several times on several of my videos here because his book, Man's Search for Meaning, is one of the most has had one of the greatest impacts on my life personally. And in there, he in his book, he makes the point that everything can be taken away from us, everything or most things, except one thing, our freedom, right? And our freedom to choose really how we want to respond, ultimately, our attitude. And so, despite what's going on around us, we still have the opportunity to choose our attitude in this situation. And I want to intentionally choose an attitude of joy. And I hope you do too. It's difficult, it's tough, there's a lot going on, but we still have the opportunity to choose joy. Look for the bright spots in your day. Look for the things that you maybe wouldn't have done if we weren't in this current situation. Look for those things that bring a smile to your face. So while we're working from home, right? Joy at work from home. Let's continue to look for joy in every opportunity that we can get, and let's be intentional about what our attitude is. Look forward to chatting with you all later. Bye.